Okay, this is our demo of a double Weir system and how it splits water in a gravity-fed system. So what we have is a small pump in the bucket of water feeding this line that comes up into the Weir, which then splits the water down these two lines into these chambers and exits down these open ball valves back into the bucket, so we have a constant loop of water. Okay, the things to note in the double Weir. The Weir system has two holes in the chamber that's being fed water by the pump. They're exactly the same size and they're at exactly the same height. This is what allows gravity to split the water equally. It splits into two chambers that exit with a small hose that represents a small line and a larger hose that represents a large line. These hoses are actually different enough in size that the small hose can actually fit inside the larger hose. The small line feeds a chamber that has two small holes in it that represent the valves. The chamber being fed by the larger line is the same size chamber, but it has three holes that are actually larger holes than the small holes in the small chamber. So you might expect that this chamber would fill up slower than this chamber. This chamber is being fed with a larger line, more holes, bigger holes, smaller line, less holes, smaller holes. But since the Weir is splitting the water, watch happens when we turn both ball valves at the same time and watch the chambers fill up. Now the small holes, the water should come out with more force out of those small holes than the bigger holes, but the chambers fill up at exactly the same rate because the Weir is splitting the water equally. Also notice that the gravity separation, the head pressure is adjusting as it goes up, but it's not interfering with the water split coming out of the Weir.